Hello all, my name is Abdul Rahman, and in this video I am going to review a book called Still Like an Artist. Still Like an Artist, 10 Things Nobody Told You About Being Creative, which is written by Austin Kleon, and this book was published in February 2012. In this video I am going to share some of the lessons that we can learn from this book. In this video, I am going to share some of the lessons that we can learn from this video. Stealing is bad. Taking things that don't belong to you is wrong unless you learn to steal like an artist. So this book is just filled with almost all photos, but there are some of the paragraphs and some of the pages. But if we read this book, which is very helpful for us, this book says about creativity, about being you creativity. So let's go ahead and get started. Still like an artist. 10 things nobody told you about being creative. Every artist get asked by this question. Where do you get your ideas? The honest artist answers, I steal them. How does an artist look at the world? First you figure out what's worth stealing, then you move on to the next thing. That's all about there is to do. When you look at the world this way, you stop worrying about what's good and what's bad. There's only stuff worth stealing and the stuff that's not worth stealing. Austin Kleon says in this book, there are two things, only stuff which is worth stealing and other is not worth stealing. Everything is up for grabs. If you don't find something worth stealing today, then you might find it tomorrow. If you don't find it tomorrow, you might find a week later. If you don't find it there, a month later or a year later or 10 years later. But you find it from now. So here in this book, the author says that, here as you can see on the screen, every new idea is just a mashup of or a remix of one or more previous ideas. Here's the trick they teach you in art school. Draw two parallel lines on a piece of paper. Austin Kleon says that there's a trick that they teach you in art school. Draw two parallel lines on a piece of paper. So as you can see here, these are the two lines which are drawn already. And then he asks how many lines are there. And the first line, the second line, so there are two lines, there are two black lines, there's the first line, the second line, but then there's a line of negative space that runs between them. If you think here we have two black lines and from between them there is one more line which is running between them, which is white line. So Austin Kleon says that nothing is original. Nothing is original. Every new idea is just a mashup or a remix of one or more previous ideas. He says that what a good artist understands is nothing comes from anywhere. All creativity works built on what come before. Nothing is completely original. This is an old saying. He says, there is nothing new under the sun. Some people find this idea depressing, but it fills him with hope. As the French writer and guide put it, everything that needs to be said has already been said, but since no one was listening, everything must be said again. If we are free from burden of trying to completely original, we can stop trying to make something out of nothing, and we can embrace influence and instead of running away from it. Austin Kleon says that nothing is original. Everything is mashup or a remix of one or more previous ideas. Every one of us every one of us. See everyone, take everyone ideas and mash it up, mix all of them and create one idea. Austin Kleon says that copy, copy, and then copy from everywhere and mash up and then make an idea. He don't say that he don't say that like copy and don't say that it's my this content. Like for example, if you are working in an office, if you are an employee and you have, like for example, you are studying in engineering college, okay, and then somebody asks your teacher or somebody asks you to do some Python program or any program, okay, and then what you will do, you will try to solve it. But if your friend has done that and if you copy from him and say that I have written by me only and this is my idea only, that's wrong. He says that copy from everywhere and mash up of one or more previous ideas. Like we have a good example like genetics. A good example is genetics. You have a mother and you have a father. You possess features from both of them. You have some of the things from your dad, from your mom. Okay, some body is type of your dad and mom, and then but some of your bigger part, some some of your some of you is bigger than their parts. You are a remix of your mom and dad, all of your ancestors. He wants to say that a good example is genetics. You have a mother and you have a father, okay, you possess futures for both of them, but the sum but the results but the sum of you is bigger than their parts. You are a remix of your mom and of your all. Just as you have a family genealogy, you also have a genealogy of ideas. You don't get to pick your family, but you can pick your teachers and you can pick your friends and you can pick your music, pick the music, you can pick the listen and you can pick the books that you read, you can pick movies, everything from everywhere you can take out the ideas and you can make one idea. You are in fact a mashup of what you choose to let into your life. You are the sum of your influences. The German writer said, "We are shaped and fashioned by what we love." In this book, the author says that garbage in and garbage out. What's its meaning? The artist is a collector, not a hoarder. Mind you, there's difference. Hoarders collect indiscriminately. Artists collect selectively. They only collect things that they really love. There's an economic theory out there that if you take the incomes of your five closest friends and average them, the resulting number will be pretty close to your own income. So he thinks the same thing is true for our idea incomes. You are only going to be as good as the stuff you surround yourself. Austin Kleon says that his mom used to say to him, garbage in, garbage out. It used to drive him nuts. But now he knows what she meant. Our job is to collect good ideas. The more ideas you collect, the more can you choose from influenced by. There is a saying, steal from anywhere that resonates with inspiration or your fuels, your imagination, devour old films, new films, music, books, painting, photographs, poems, dreams, random conversations, architecture, grids, street signs, trees, clouds, bodies of water, light and shadows. Select only things to steal from that speak directly to your soul. If you do this, your work and theft will be automatic. And then Save your thefts for later. Austin Kleon says that carry a notebook and a pen with you wherever you go. Get used to pulling it out and jotting down your thoughts and observations. Copy your favorite passages out of books. Record overhead conversations. Doodle when you are on the phone. He says that carry a notebook and write the ideas if you got any ideas. A small book. If you see anything, if you are outside, you should carry a notebook, small notebook, and if you see anything, then you should write. He says that. Go to whatever lengths necessary to make sure you always have paper on you. Don't wait until you know who are you to get started. Don't wait until who are you to get started. So here he's showing some image like what we are and what we want to be. Austin Kleon says that copy. Start copying. Start copying what you love. Copy, copy, copy. At the end of the copy, you will find yourself. Nobody is born with a style or a voice. We don't come out of the womb knowing who we are. In the beginning, we learn by pretending to be our heroes. We learn by copying. We are taking about practice here, not plagiarism. Plagiarism is trying to pass someone else's work off as your own. Like as I said, you are taking someone's work and saying that this work has done by me and it's my work, it's my thing, whatever. Copy is about reverse engineering. It's like a machine, it's like a mechanic taking apart a car to see how it works. And he says that after that we have one more thing, good theft versus bad theft. Good theft means he has done two things like good theft versus bad theft. So here a wonderful flaw about human beings is that we are incapable of making perfect copies. Our failure to copy our heroes is where we discover where our own thing lives. That is how we evolve. Okay? So copy your heroes. Examine where you fall short. What's in there that makes you different. That's what you should see, amplify and transform into your work. In the end, merely imitating your heroes, it's not flattering them. Transforming their work into something of your own is how you flatter them. Adding something to the world that only you can add. So here, Austin Kleon says that good theft versus bad theft. Good theft means honor and the bad theft means degrade. Good theft honors something and the bad theft degrade it. Good theft studies and the bad theft skims. Good theft means stealing from many persons and mashing up and making one idea. And the bad theft, he says, is steal from only one person. Good theft, after that, good theft means credit, and the bad theft means terrorize, as I said. So, good theft, as we have transform, imitate, and the last one is remix, rip off. Okay, so anyhow guys, so that's all for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this video.